Hello, and welcome to this episode of DOTV Podcast presents Friday Night D&D. We are resuming our Swashbuckler series. So tonight with me is Lewis.
Matey.
Might want to mute the stream in the background. But yep, and that is it. So thank you for joining us. Why don't we let's kind of maybe like refresh where we're at.
We're right here.
That is true.
On the island of Sand... No, not Sandport. We are... Oh, yeah, never mind. Yes, we are on Sandport. We are in Sandport. Introduced myself to the Thieves Guild. Got permission to borrow things while I'm in the city. As long as I pay a tax to the Thieves Guild, and like all good thieves. And we're going to be breaking out some of our fellow shipmates from jail in Hemlock, or around the island of Hemlock.
Yes. This is odd. I'm wondering. So you know that open space on the side of the screen where it says chat?
They're supposed to have our chat stuff. Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to have our chat stuff, but for some reason it's not showing up in there.
Yeah, I noticed that before, and I was just curious on why.
Well, before it was because it wasn't set up, but now it's set up and it isn't showing. Oh well, I guess I'll have to work on that a different time. That's too bad.
Yeah, because let me tell you, it'd be so nice to be able to actually see that instead of having to go back and forth between pages.
Yeah, well, that'll only show the stream chat. That won't show the Roll20 chat.
Well, yeah, the stream chat shows up on. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That don't help me.
Yeah. But either way, so yeah, you met up with the local Thieves Guild of Sandport, and yeah, you did a little job. Proved.
Oh. Mine showed up.
Oh, there we go. You know what? Maybe because it wasn't active before. That's probably why. Since it wasn't, like, open. It was in the starting screen. That's too bad. You should have showed the whole thing. That's alright. Oh, alright. At least we know it works. Excuse me. Yes. And, as part of all of that, you procured a map of the prison at Hemlock.
Yes.
So yes, and I believe it is about this time that you were to return to the inn.
Yeah, because so that okay, so trying to remember because I know. Oh yeah, so I went and met up with them before I met up with the Thieves Guild for the second time, telling them that I would possibly have it, but then I had to go do my stuff. Yes, yes, you are correct.
Yeah, I just don't remember the name of that inn. I have so many different notebooks floating around here.
It's a wizard, Blanken wizard or something.
Yeah, I remember that much. No, these are really old.
The one downfall of using the same roll 20 for multiple things is you can't just easily scroll up.
That is true.
Ooh, I went way. I was trying to go to the other ones. Like, I'm seeing one with
Yeah, it's alright.
Rick and Joe.
You know what, since we can't seem to recall, I'll just roll up a new one. And I like it. Alright, let's get our notes. Thing is I write stuff down, but it gets written down everywhere.
And I have a notebook for writing stuff down, but it's so dark where I'm gaming because everybody's sleeping that I don't use the notebook.
Well, it's alright. We've got an inn called the Stroppy Toad. There are 4 available rooms. Or there were, at least, before your crew showed up. Average quality. With a female halfling as the head of the estate. And she's usually pretty chipper.
Okay, I go back. So what time of night are we going to say? I know it's been a while that we actually do it. What time of night are we going to say it is whenever I get back to the thing to meet up?
You know, the equivalent of like 7 p.m.
So good dinner time. So Traxador goes on in. If he don't see the others, he pulls up or he goes over to a table. And at the table, set up and order some food.
Yeah, they are not down there yet, so it's just you and Jabber.
Yeah, and I order enough food for everybody. Food and drink. So hopefully by the time they get there, the food will be coming in.
Yeah, it's good timing. The door of the stroppy toad swings open and Fish Lips steps through with Graves by her side. They, do a cursory glance around the common room, notice you sitting at a booth, and head on over. Ahoy there.
Hi, Captain. It's gonna be a fun little travel.
Indeed. A friend of mine owes me a little bit of a favor. He'll be kind of ferrying us over there, but unfortunately he's out for the next week.
Well, give us time to go over these plans and be ready, I guess. As I say these plans, I'm over there and I unroll the map for a second and then let it roll back up.
Oh, very nice. There it is. Lost the chat box for a second there. Good. We'll have to take a peek at that a little bit more thoroughly once we get to our quarters for the evening, but we're gonna have to hold up here for about a week, it seems.
Yeah. Worst places to get held up, I guess.
Well, yes. Let's try to keep a low profile and keep to ourselves, and this week will go by in no time.
Yeah, figured that me and Japper would go out into the outer areas out here and see if I could pick up some more herbalist supplies.
Okay, so you're gonna like venture outside of the city?
Yeah, for part of it.
Well, is that like your first day?
I take it, but if we actually go out, we'll probably be out there a day or two. And probably camp out and everything, and we're supposed to get shrooms and uh, other herbs are a little bit further out, so it's like, by the time I take it, go all the way out there to the areas. I figured might as well hang out, for the night, and maybe try to go out in a little bit further the next day, and then turn around and go back to the city.
Okay, so, I mean, you want to, like, set off for that on that first day of downtime?
Yeah, after we get done with this and everything, I'd go out and, go to sleep and then wake up and then plan to head out early the next morning.
Alright, so... yeah. It is the following morning. You sleep without an issue. Let's just make sure that nothing weird happened overnight. So,
Of course, something happened overnight.
about that.
Now let's see what happened. It don't have to be combat related. It could be anything. It could be a 1,000 gold piece gem just decided to show up in my pocket while I slept. Anything could happen.
So, as you try to sleep that night, say make a perception check.
$19.
Alright, so as you are sleeping, you are awoken to some noises coming from outside of your window. Sounds like shouting and some clanging.
I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
Hey, this quick audio break is brought to us by gummy bears, because they are delicious and fruity, and they look like little bears. This episode is also brought to us by hand sanitizer, because you gotta keep it clean. So let's go a little bit into Standport, just to reestablish some of the background. There we go.
I'm sorry, my daughter had a bad dream.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so I get up with rabbit-like reflexes and head to the door with my rapier in hand.
To the door?
The window, sorry.
Alright. So you do that.
And I look out and see what's going on.
So there appears to be a duel taking place. There are two men brandishing rapiers who are really going at each other. And, you can't tell if they're drunk or not, and you're not really sure if that sort of thing is normal around here or not. But what would you like to do?
I will watch for a couple of minutes. Watch their techniques and stuff, and if it doesn't look like they're going to finish anytime soon, I'll open the window and start giving techniques, suggestions to both sides.
Okay, let's see how well they do. Do you want to roll a percentile? Oh yeah, these guys are terrible. Like, they're basically just swinging like at each other's swords. They're barely trying to land a blow. It seems. It's all they. To you, it seems like it's all they know how to do. Is just make a lot of noise.
I let them know, after I give them each little techniques, I'm like, hey, if you guys can't finish this soon and quietly, I'm going to have to come down and show you guys how to properly do it.
So you're gonna need to make like probably like a persuasion check.
$15.
Yeah, they nod like towards each other and at you, and they're just like, right. Yeah, I guess we could do that. And they kind of stumble off. And it's a very weird encounter. But beyond that, the night goes uneventful, and it is now the following morning.
And yeah, we get up, we have ourselves a nice hearty breakfast, and head out to the wilds of Zen. We'd go over along the coast and go up into the woods, and we'll stay close to the hills and mountains type thing, but on the tree side.
Alright, so like on the western part of
Yeah,
the.
yeah, the western part of the island. Uh, I probably with only a day travel, we probably won't get far in there, but we'll go up in this.
Yeah, and it's not going to be too densely populated, like animal wise, immediately outside of the city. And you're going out on, like, you're looking more for your herbs and mushrooms and whatnot. So you're going to need to, let's see, you have herbalist tools.
Yes, I have an herbalist kit.
So you could make a survival check with proficiency. if you don't already have proficiency.
Yeah, with what on survival? Yeah, I don't have survival. So that would be an extra two.
Yeah, I think you do exceptionally well, at least during that first day. And we're gonna make a couple D100 rolls to see if anything out of the ordinary happens. No? No, you are good. You are able to set up camp. You're gonna have to burn through a day's worth of rations there, unless you were to, like, obtain food in another way.
Well, apparently I have no rations. Why do I have no rations?
Ooh.
Alrighty. Plan better next time. I am going to have to hunt for some food.
Okay, so you can either, like, hunt, like, try to, like, catch something or trap something. You can look for, uh, native fruits, veggies.
I'm going to start off by looking for some kind of game of some sort. I do, you know, I am proficient with a short bow. I don't use it that often, but for this type of purposes, I'm going to see what I can find.
Okay. So let's see. It's going to take you a little bit of time. You're going to have to kind of either sort of set yourself up in a spot or try to track something down.
Yeah, I will. Me and Japper will go out, and Japper will help me track something down.
Okay, so Jabber can make perception checks at advantage.
19.
Yeah, it does not take long for Jabber to find the trail of, well, of something. And he seems very excited. He's like kind of slobbering and he's like, yeah. It almost sounds like he's talking. And, he directs you in the direction of some animals. And after a short jaunt, make a stealth check.
14.
And might have Jabber make one as well.
18 for Japper.
Perfect. So before too long, you do see the source of Jabber's excitement. Not too far up ahead, you're able to kind of like sneak up and you see. Oh man. How messed up would it be if you like found rabbits?
Oh my goodness.
So that's what I was going for, because I mean that makes sense. But it could be like a little like a beaver or something. It could be like some beavers hanging out there. Yeah, it's a beaver. You find some beavers, so there's a river, and they're like building a dam. And it's noisy because they're building a dam. There's water's like kind of crashing or being held. Actually, no, that wouldn't make it noisy unless there was like a waterfall. It's just sort of black and. I mean, it's noisy enough as the river flows. And
I like those damn beavers.
yeah, with it being autumn, I remember that much at least. Uh, the water levels are lower already since there's not as much rainfall. But the river, it makes enough noise. Sounds like a river. But yeah, you can easily sneak up and take a shot.
Ugh. If I had advantage for being stealthy, it's a 22. If not, it's an 11.
Well, you are a rogue, so I would give you advantage for being hidden.
Okay, so 22 for 18 points of damage.
What does it look like as this beaver's head explodes? I mean, yeah, you kill it, and as the arrow thumps into this beaver's skull, the other beavers that are right there in the area, they immediately perk up and scatter, not wanting to see if more arrows are coming for them.
That's a little bit of a hit there.
Okay, that thing that'll like feed you for the day easy, I think. Beaver's pretty good size.
Dude, we did it already. I get enough for me and for old Jabber. Between that and then we also forage some, you know, fruits and edible plants.
Which you found, when you were scavenging for your herbs and things needed for your herbalism.
So do that, make ourselves a nice little meal, and set up camp for the night.
All right. Let's see. Oh, wait, yeah, there it is. Alright, let's see if anything happens over the course of this evening.
Of course it does.
We haven't even rolled yet.
Well, I just know the role.
Do you want to make the roll?
Oh, so you want me to seal my own fate? Ooh, okay. Well, that's one good one.
Alright.
Ooh, 25. That's it.
That's
Iffy
it.
one being out in the. 'Cause I know normally like 20, but with it being out in the foresty area, I don't know if that will give me anything.
Yeah, it's 25 and under.
Oh, it is 25. Yeah.
And something wakes you. You make a perception check.
Yeah, and me and Japper would have taken turns on watch. Perception. 14 for me, 17 for Japper.
Yeah, it's a small fox kind of like starts to creep into your camp and make some noise before being startled as you stir, or as Jabber stirs, however you want to go. But that's it. That's all that happens there. It runs off as. And the rest of the night goes by uneventfully.
Woohoo!
So then the following morning, you can easily rekindle the fire and uh, eat what remains of your prize from the day before. And then it is on you. You can either head deeper into the woods to find more, like you originally said, or you can head back, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and head a little bit deeper in.
Alright, I'll make a D100.
Of course. On a nat 1, this is not going to be good.
Alright. So yeah, I think something's gonna happen here.
Nat 1 on a 100-sided dice.
Alrighty. So yeah, you are going through the woods looking for more herbs and natural remedy type things. And you're going to need to make a perception check.
13 for me, 15 for Jabber.
I forget, what level are you? 3, 4?
3.
Alright. Alright. Just gonna make a quick little roll here. Alright. So, you are heading, through the woods. There's not exactly a path, but as you are walking, you notice about, let me roll a d8. It's got to be further than that. Alright. I'm going to add them together. You notice about 25 feet ahead of you, a bush is kind of rustling.
You gotta love those rustling bushes.
So there it is.
Okay. I'm going to have Jabber stealthily make his way up as I pull out my bow and arrow.
Let's roll some initiatives.
Ooh, nice stealth. Ooh.
Okay, Jabber can go ahead and stealth up there however he wants. Move him one square at a time.
And then he jumps into the bush.
And does what? Does he...
He pounces at it, just not like he would if it's a animal or something that he's trying to pounce on. I'm not sure exactly what it is yet. He's just pouncing.
Okay, have Jabber make an attack roll.
Ugh. Oh, he was stealth, but of course he's not a rogue.
No, he does not get it, the advantage, because whatever is there was waiting for you, even though he was able to sneak up. But it does startle the gnoll out of the bush, and we'll add that to the initiative.
No, regular, no. Oh, and speaking of regular null and awesomeness, uh, Legends of Vox Machina Season 2 comes out January 23rd, and Season 3 got greenlit.
That is correct.
All excited.
Alright, so with that, the gnoll is a little startled, but that's not going to stop him from trying to jab Jabber with his spear. Ooh, I don't think a 13 is going to hit Jabber.
But 13 does hit Jabber.
It just hits Jabber for 5 piercing damage. And, like, the gnoll was completely not expecting that, so then, like, he's wielding the spear two-handed. At that point, he lifts it up over his head and does that Tusken Raider thing.
Yeah.
And it's Traxador's turn.
Traxador? Let's loose his bow. $17 to hit for 20 damage.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit real hard. Why does he get sneak?
Because I have somebody within 5 feet of the bad guy. I don't have advantage, but I have.
Yes, right. Okay. That's that. Jabber's turn.
Jabber's gonna go for another bite. Wait. And his stuff. Oh, hold on a second. 23 to hit
That hits.
for 4 damage.
And what does it look like when Jabber kills this gnoll?
Jabber sees where the arrow goes and basically goes and bites like right below that area and just opens up a blood artery, and he just bleeds to death.
All right. And that's that.
Search the knoll.
Yeah, you can make an investigation roll.
Nothing. Rolled an 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, this knoll did not have anything on him. But you can now continue. So you wanted to try and find more herbs, so go ahead and make a survival check with proficiency.
Again, I went ahead and checked it for this one. So another crit on my survival check for more herbs.
And yeah, you find it's not just finding all the right herbs, it's finding the right specimens too. So you're going to be able to make some quality tinctures and whatnot with through the use of your herbalism skill because you found quality ingredients.
Yeah, so with an herbalist kit and time, you could actually make potions of healing and stuff like that, I do believe.
Yes.
So I figured with 2 crits, I probably found the ingredients where I could make a potion or two. I mean, that's just my guessing. You could say no.
No, you found good stuff. Okay. So you went deeper into the woods. You're going to hike back?
Yeah, I'll start heading back, about midday-ish or so. So we'll get back to probably about the same spot we uh, stopped last night, and then uh, sleep, you know, then and then go back the next morning and finish there. I guess at the end of the day, the next day. Woohoo!
Alright, so the night goes by without a hitch. Uh,
But the next morning,
let's see. Let's check the weather because we haven't done that. And awesome. That's kind of what I was hoping for. There is a light rain this morning. And yeah, that makes things a little more difficult for travel and whatnot. And yeah, you make it through. So there's some rain going on, but then something's gonna happen. um, Now this is very odd. So as you are heading back towards the city of Sandport, you're going pretty much the same. You're pretty much following your tracks back out, I presume, correct?
yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So you find it really odd. Uh, it's very odd when you find an overturned cart that you don't remember seeing there the day before or the day before that.
Hmm. Okay, I am going to, whenever I see it, go stealth and hide. 21 for me. Jabber goes, oh, okay. And does not hide. And I'm Traxador is wanting to cautiously go up because, you know, he's done many of the "oh no, our wagon fell over" and then get attacked. So he's, or attack them when they come to help. He's done that a few times, so he's wanting to make sure this is not one of those times. So he cautiously makes his way around to check and see if it's a real life cart turn, check for survivors if so, and if not, be ready for any dangers. And Trevor's like, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh." And it's like, "No, shh."
Alright, why don't you make a perception check?
Yes, why don't I make a really high perception check? Ooh, I like that. 24.
Okay. So, you don't notice anything moving or hear anything or anything like that, but you do notice a form underneath the cart. Looks humanoid.
Okay, I'm going to cautiously approach,
Give me
and
a
I'm wielding a rapier and dagger at the time.
give me a 50-50.
So a 1d2.
Sure.
One is heads, two is tails. Heads. So you decide which is which.
Yeah, as you approach, the smell hits you, and this man is dead.
Alright. And a human.
Yes.
Alright, now I'm going to search the cart and the area around the cart.
Jabber will assist you, so do an investigation with advantage.
17.
Oh, that's right, he doesn't. Those tables aren't done yet.
I found 5,000 gold. Um, a +5 rapier. Um, something else, I'm sure, because that's not enough.
Yeah, I have to load the PDF.
Oh no, you have to do it the old fashioned way.
Yep.
Yeah, the great thing about D&D and me, is even in these little things like this, where you are the DM, you can still use it as a tool to help you with your, um, oh, okay, it's a tavern. Okay, we'll click or go onto the tables and look and roll and find out what the tavern's name is. So you're not going to have to come up with the stuff on your own, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Alright, let's do... oh, there we go. Okay. So I need 7. 7 D100 rolls.
I'll do 5 first. And then 2. Okay, the first roll is a 2. Second roll, 30. 71, 91, 29, 93, and 64.
Okay, so first, second, and fifth are all good. You find... Oof. So there's a chest on this cart, or under this cart. And it's open. It's busted open. You see coins. You see a shit ton of copper pieces. 900 copper pieces. You see 500 silver pieces. This is a huge chest. And mixed in amongst those coppers and silvers, you find 25 platinum pieces.
Man.
So it would appear this person, well, had some money on them.
I look for any kind of I can't think of what I'm thinking of. Signet, any kind of uh, anything that would let me know uh, who this money's supposed to be for. Anything, any kind of identifying markers of any kind on the
Yeah,
chest, on the cart, on the person.
yes. Hang on, I have to get to a different spot in this book. So it is actually a signet that you recognize quite well. It is a crown emblazoned on a background of a red stripe, a white stripe, and a blue stripe. And you know this to be the official seal of the royal family of Arula. The same Arula that you previously served in the Navy of.
Hmm. Well. My payment for services have been finally paid to me. Good, good.
Now, keep in mind it is raining. You now have a very heavy chest to haul back with you.
Yes. And the horse that was drawing this thing is gone or dead?
Gone.
Okay.
As you look, you can tell like their whatever tethers there were slashed. Not cleanly. So it looks like, this was some kind of animal or beast attack.
Okay. Uh, so the cart's turned over. Could I? I know I can't pull the whole cart or anything like that, but could I maneuver it, take off parts to where I'll only have like a part, like the back part, the front part of the cart, to where I could just put the chest on top and like pull it on two wheels type thing to make it easier to carry the money back, or
I think you'd be able to do that. It would just take you some time, and I think it'd probably eat up the rest of the day.
that's fine.
So that means you're gonna have to forage for more food.
Yep, I will do that. 18 for my survival check to find some yum yum food.
Yeah, that's no problem. And even though it's wet, you are able to locate a well enough camping area.
You see, and the cool thing too with this, uh, with my little thing that I created, I could also use it as partial cover from the rain uh, at night, and then you know fix it up to all my stuff on the way back. And,
Alright. What the heck? Okay. Okay. The night goes by uneventfully. You're not far outside of Sandport, and you're able to make it back into the city by before midday.
okay, so the night was uneventful. So let's do my one little search before morning time. See if anything finds me. Nope. Looks like it was uneventful.
Yes, it was uneventful. But as you roll back into town, as it were, um, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
Can Jabber assist?
Sure.
Huh, good thing. So instead of a nat 1, it's a nat 3. So I rolled a 8.
Alright, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. You're just kind of rolling through, pulling the cart, and yeah, you're just kind of, walking through it. Most people aren't really paying you much attention, but, before too long, uh, you notice, like, people are like kind of turning and pausing and uh, beginning to like whisper or murmur to themselves and looking like past you, and
I look behind me.
you go ahead, do another perception with advantage.
11 or an 11.
You notice there's now they're not like closing in on you, but you do notice that there's a small contingent of guards that has been kind of slowly following you. You recognize them from the gate, but you didn't really pay them much attention.
Okay. I go up, I turn a corner, and just, nonchalantly keep on going. But whenever I turn a corner, I go faster.
Okay, and they continue to follow.
Hmm.
Make another perception check.
There we go. 23.
So, suddenly, something occurs to you about these guards. They are not wearing the standard guard uniform of the city watch for the
Oh,
city of Sandport. They're not wearing the white uniforms with those tacky stained glass embroidered design
hmm.
cloaks. These guys, they're wearing red coats with blue bottoms and white
Mm.
tunics. And yeah, you do recognize these are guardsmen of the Arushi nation, and they are beginning to follow you. They are following you.
I make my way over
Making
to.
my way.
Make my way.
But
Uh,
actually, before you make your way, why don't we take a little break?
all right.
Okay. We are back.
Woo woo.
And it would appear that Traxador has been noticed by Arushi military here in Sandfort. And they are following you through the streets. And if you are, in fact, now trying to lose them, we're going to need some initiative.
$19. No.
Alright. These guys are the equivalent like pirates. At least stat-wise. I'll have to bring out a token. Just so they can get on the initiative. Oh, I should clear this off first. You want to do yours again? Okay. And do one for Jabber too. Alright, so the good news is that you and Jabber get to move ahead of these guards. The bad news is you're slowed down by your cart of ill-gotten booty, should you choose to keep it.
Okay, it's not ill-gotten. And, you see, slowed down, not slowed down. You know, it's just, whatever because, hey, I can cunning action.
That's true, but your movement speed is effectively halved as long as you're dragging that cart.
Yeah. So, effectively halved, and for some reason this piece on running the comparing time to make sure it's still there. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, because even with my, because it's speed's 30, so it's basically 45 going twice. I mean, going 3 times, and they can go twice and get 60.
Mm-hmm.
That's intense.
So at that rate, you already know that they will eventually catch up with you. I'm gonna do 3d4 times 10. And that's how far back they're gonna start from you.
Come on, 12.
Let me just erase those. Eight.
80 feet. That's good. That's good. That's good. That means I get to go around the corner without them seeing me for a couple of moments.
Okay. Well, let's see how lucky you are if we can find a corner to duck behind real quick like. Should be easy. Let's see, what kind of a roll? They took away, they don't have the streetwise skill anymore.
Do they want to use a little bit of D&D in me for this little thing and say, hey, is there a corner coming up close by? And then roll a d20.
Alright, that sounds like a plan.
Hey, is there a corner coming up within the next 15 feet? Yeah.
Well, I rolled it on the built-in table.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And the answer is yes.
Cool. So I'm going to go up and take that corner.
Okay. So that was 15 feet.
Oh, let's see here. So I went 15. Yeah, so then. Oh, crap. So it's 15 feet, and then that's another 15. So there's 30. I am. So I went around the corner. I am going to spend. So movement 15, cunning action movement 15. For my action, I'm going to go into the chest and try to get the platinum pieces out. Or at least a few of them.
Well, I was going to say we could ask a question and see if there's a place where you'd be able to potentially duck in and hide.
Oh, there we go. That works. Yes. Is there a place for me to duck in and hide with my chest?
So I went with the unlikely modifier,
Mm-hmm.
and the result came back as a yes.
Haha! Sweet.
So why don't you go ahead and make a stealth check to see if you can hide.
18 for my stealth, or if I have advantage for some reason, 26.
You don't have advantage, but 18 is good. Jabber will need to make a stealth check to hide there as well. Now Jabber's not... I was gonna say, unless Jabber is somehow helping you pull this cart, which a jackal, that might be difficult. But yeah, if Jabber's not helping you pull this cart, then Jabber would have his full movement speed plus the dash action. But
Yeah, he's not going to be outrunning me. He's staying close by. So.
and he's not gonna have any problem hiding there either. So, as that happens, the guards, they get to move 60 feet this round. I should get them to about right there. Now you're ducked in and hidden, so it would go to, like, you know, you're spending your next turn like hiding. You could go through the chest if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go through the chest. So what do we want me to roll to see how many of the platinums?
Well, so I mean, there's a very low percentage of platinum pieces compared to the copper and silver.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I figured if I was going through looking through it, because it was scattered, I probably would have put them. Okay. We'll just leave this up to fate. Not fate, but a roll. When I was putting the stuff back in the chest and getting it ready, did I leave the platinum close to the top for easy access? How about that? Does that sound like something Because I would have to put the money back in the chest because it was tipped over.
Yes, but would you have been thinking that far ahead?
No. I mean, I'm very okay with the extremely unlikely, and then, you know,
Okay, so I did roll as a highly unlikely, which is a -4 to the roll, and that one did come up as a no, so it's not
okay.
easy access, but you still have a chance of getting some. I'd say you need a 20 on a d20.
Okay, sleight of hand check, but okay, 20 on a d20.
Or you could,
Just the higher the sleight of hand, the more platinum.
yeah.
It's a 20.
Okay, now that is just to find the platinum.
Yeah,
So let's see how much you're able to actually grab. There was, what, 25, I think?
25. Yes, there's 25. You gonna roll 1d25?
No, roll another d20, but do a d20 plus 5. This way you're finding at least 6 of them. Jesus.
d20 plus 5, so it's 17 plus 5, so 22.
Yeah, you find like all but 3 pieces are able to like quick gather them. That is your full turn though, because I
Yes.
think that's a little bit more than an action trying to find that out.
Yeah, it could be action kind of whatever. So yeah, that's fine.
Alright, 30 feet. I'm going to, let's see. You had an 18, Jabber has a 23.
Yep. Perception. Let's see if you find it.
You and Jabber are ducked into a little, like, nook, basically, kind of, like, sort of right in between a couple of buildings, but there's enough of a lip where you're able to, like, kind of edge back and remain out of sight. And you stand there, kind of huddled down, holding your breath, as the patrol of guards walks right past you. You wait a moment, just to, because you're sure there's going to be some confusion since you are now out of sight. Let's see. How likely is it? Are the guards going to double back to see if they might have walked past? And I'm going to say it's unlikely because, they think that they are, good at their job. They don't think they're going to oversight something.
Okay.
And the answer is a no. They do not double back to check for anything they might have overlooked, and they instead fan out and kind of begin checking, like, alleys and streets ahead and going along that route. How long do you wait for the patrol to get on out of here?
Not long. About I guess 2 more rounds, so about another 12 seconds, and then I'm just going to nonchalantly just la 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 and try that move. They still have a chance of seeing me.
Yep.
And I'm okay with that.
You make
with
it
them.
back to the inn.
Really? Okay. See, you're nicer than I am. It's like with them being on alert, I would have given them a little bit more pluses.
25 is enough. That's like one quarter of the time.
Cool.
But yeah, you make it back to the Stroppy Toad. And you're able to lug your chest up to your room. And it's near the end now of like the third or fourth day. I think it's the third day.
Okay, so I went out one day, another day, came back. Actually, I believe this is like it would be the fourth, right? So I'm trying to think. I went up one day, up again the second day, back the third, and then I found the chest. So this is the fourth day.
Yeah, okay, so this is the fourth day. So you have 3 more days of downtime.
I am going to Herbalist Kit.
Okay. Now I think we've got some guidelines that we can follow for that. Let me just check. I'm gonna check. I haven't really looked too much in the Solo Adventures Toolbox Part 2, but I know there's some new things in there. Of course, it like froze up on me. There we go.
Also, this proficiency with this kit is required to create antitoxin and any potion of healing.
It isn't down there.
Okay, I just looked up a thing, and there's dumpstatadventures.com, blah 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 blah, making tools useful, and the herbalism kit, and somewhere in here. Well, shoot, did I not? I thought I saw that. This is not what I was thinking it was. Still get stuff on them, but not. See, herbalist kit. Proficiency with it allows you to identify plants and safely collect useful elements, components for the herbalist kit. Arcana to make your knowledge of the nature and use of the herbs can add insight to your magical studies to deal with the plants and attempt to identify potions. So it tells a lot of stuff, but that didn't say because I thought it was giving more information on how long it's going to take stuff to make stuff. Trying to see what's happening.
Let's see. I'm looking. It's blackcitadelrpg.com. I just clicked in Google herbalism downtime or downtime herbalism, something like that.
Ah.
So, it's all in Xanathar's guide.
Yeah. You have that.
I do. I'm just gonna grab the book.
Ooh, I'm just gonna grab the book.
Yeah, I have a real, actual, physical copy of that one. It's not the alternate cover. I'm not that much of a jagoff.
For common potion, Cost of raw materials 25 gold pieces, and it takes 0.5 work weeks. For an uncommon, it's 1 work week. I'm not sure if it's the same information it's going to be in Tasha's. Oh, there we go. Crafting health potions. There are specific rules in Xanathar's. Want to create health potions, you need raw materials worth a certain value, specified length of time. Potion of healing, the basic one, is 1 day, $25 worth of them. The greater takes a week and 100 gold pieces. Superior takes 3 weeks, 1,000 gold pieces, and a whole month and 10,000 gold pieces to make a supreme.
Okay. So I think based on the quality of the ingredients you found, you could make 4 potions over the next. Well, you have 3 more days, so you can make the 3 potions, and then have enough ingredients to make 1 more.
Yes.
But that'll cost 75 gold for the raw materials.
Mm-hmm.
Which you will have to shop for. Although, hang on a second. No. I think the fact that you went out and found the ingredients, that covers the costs. Like, I'd say the only thing you would have to pay for would be like vials, essentially, and whatever else you would need to actually produce the potion. Like, you know, like if you need like combustibles or whatever, you need to mix in a certain, or you know, mix it in a certain way or whatnot. So just to cover like, you know, your other expenses. Let's say it's a. So we'll say it's 5 gold a potion. Since you have the ingredients and their quality. That just covers, you know, the glassware and any, you know, the other mundane stuff. And yeah, so I mean, there's, you can, you know, you can spend your downtime doing that. You can do other things like within the city where there are other, like what sort of things, other things would appeal to Traxador? I mean, mind you, he might be thinking about laying more low now since, you know, there's that brush up with the Arushi guards, Arushi Navy, with their golden crown emblazoned over their left breast, and the symbol of what's her face? Some goddess. The symbol of the emblem of Fortana on their right shoulder. Both symbols you recognize and remember.
See, and the cool thing about all this, if they would have caught me, and I would go, "Oh, you guys are from..." Well, there's like, I was looking for somebody, but I didn't know if you were just pirates coming to take this stuff away. I found this, and I was trying to find somebody else, somebody to give it back to. So I would have talked my way, most likely, out of being in trouble, but lost most of the copper and silver.
I think
Which,
I think it's adorable that you think they were after you because of the chest.
See, and he did think it was you. They were after because of the chest.
I don't know if you remember, there's not too many rabbit folk around.
Yeah.
Either way, you're safe for now. But yeah, was there anything you wanted to do outside of your motel room?
Well, with the way this works, I don't know if I'll have the time
No, probably not.
to do anything else. I probably would have, but I did not expect to actually find uh, this much stuff. I was looking, hey, I can use these things for, healing, like herbs, just dab on some herbs. Didn't know I was going to find the good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent my time doing these.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Before we leave on the last day, would I have time to shop for some studded leather?
Oh, absolutely. And we can go back to the Solo Adventures book. Figure out how well that's gonna go for ya. So this is a city, it's not a metropolis. Oh, that's the DC. You're going to be looking for an armorer. Most likely.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. In the city, that is a relatively basic DC of 10 to locate.
So perception or investigation?
Yeah, they don't have the streetwise skill. That's probably gonna be... It's probably gonna be more perception, because you're gonna be kind of looking around and looking for the telltale signs of an armorer.
Didn't find it as easy as I thought I would, but
You find one nonetheless. Now, let's see how good this armorer actually is. So, you walk up to the establishment. You are met by a dwarf.
good stuff.
So we hope. We're gonna
It's a
make...
dwarf. It better be.
Well, we'll let the dice decide that. looking good. All right. Oh yeah, for sure. This is an like you can tell immediately that the quality here is excellent. And you have no problem. He's got let's see. Yeah, he's got studded leather, no problem.
Does he have like a darker studded, like the studs are like black and darker colors?
It's not a. This will just be a.
Question for the D20?
No, that won't work because I've got DCs.
Ah.
I just don't know what you would roll against it.
Persuade?
I think it's more of like a luck check, really. Just roll a d20 and see what we get.
Ooh! Haha!
Alright. Yeah, he's got the good stuff. Ah, laddie, you're looking for some studded leather, eh?
Yes. Something, I was walking by your establishment, and I'm like, wait, okay, not only is he a dwarf, but the stuff that you had sitting out, I was like, wow. I mean, he's not any dwarf. I mean, just for the stuff I saw walking by, I was like, I have to have his stuff.
Alright, you can make a persuasion check.
Yeah, 12.
Alright, laddie, you're not really saying much. You see a dwarf working in an armor shop, you know you got the quality goods, laddie.
You would think so, but I've actually met a dwarf that, I don't know if he was born a dwarf or, got polymorphed into one or what, but, his stuff was not, nowhere near as good as yours.
You can make a deception check.
What I have a +5. Just something.
Right. Yeah, if you want the leather, it's 45 crowns. Be the equivalent of a gold piece.
45 crowns is 1 gold piece.
45 gold pieces.
And, here's an extra 5 for you.
Oh, thank you, laddie.
Thank you. Question. Do I know... Okay, so we're going to doing the thing. We should be coming back to here before we leave, right?
Well, that's... You don't know. Captain Fishlips hasn't said anything about coming back here per se. Like right now, the extent of your plan is go to this island and free these prisoners. Like you haven't really done much in the planning department. And even as far as like getting inside, what are you like, how are you getting them out? What do you do after you get out? Well, you still have a boat. Like right now it sounds like she's just arranged passage to this, the final island. Like you're still going to be kind of stuck for the time being unless there's other things going on that that you aren't aware of.
Okay. Well, I would like to commission another set of studded.
Is that so, laddie?
Yes. This one, very similar to this, but with like extra little pockets on, where I could hide things.
And he begins to stroke his beard intently, as I am doing in real life. Laddie, yeah, we can do something like that, I think. I've got a good friend who's very handy with leather. I'll have to get them on board with this one. You want to incorporate... I'm more about the protective qualities of the armor and a little bit of the decorum as well, but you want something a little fancier like that, I'm going to have to bring in outside help. And
which will cost some more, I understand.
Yeah, precisely, lad. But yes, I think something like that, 60 gold would be should cover materials and labor and necessities.
All right, so 30 now, 30 on delivery?
Perfect. And I'd say let's get your measurements here so that we can have this tailored proper like.
Yeah.
And he goes through all that. Very professional. And yeah, sizes you up for a suit of leather. Studded leather, rather.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say about 2 weeks.
Alrighty, I do hope to be back by then, so good.
Alright. It's a pleasure doing business. The name's Rockford.
Rockford, thank you, sir, Rockford. Off. Study.
Okay. And
Now, hopefully, I'll be back in time.
then, oh, here it is. I knew there was a downtime activities table in this solo adventurer's guide. Yeah, it's different than in, it's like 1 week for, well, that's magic items. They don't really have potion thing in there. That's okay. Either way, I'm gonna roll here to see a couple of other shops that are like nearby that might kind of stand out. Alright, you see a jeweler / gem trader. There's a tailor nearby.
So I go, oh, so there's the tape. It's like, why couldn't I remember where this armor was? Because I went to that tailor.
Food and drink cellar there. Let's see if there's a weapon shop. Oh, there is not a weapon shop. Not nearby, at least. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, we just missed it. We needed a 15 for a magic shop. Or a magic item shop, I should say. You do find, there is like a university here in the city. You do find that.
Ooh.
Find that with a 14. But yeah, anything else you want to check out before heading back to the inn?
I just realized. Okay, so let me make sure I have this right. Because I get my proficiency bonus. Okay, no, it's set right. So I get my proficiency bonus to my initiative being a hair foot. And then that's it, plus the 3 for my. Okay, yeah, it's right. Never mind. Oh yeah, and then I forgot. I don't even need him up there to get sneak attack because of my rakish audacity. Gain additional ways to get sneak attack.
That is true.
And then my fancy footwork. I need to remember my stuff. Alrighty, yeah, so I meet up with the captain.
So, just curious, have you mentioned anything about the loot you found to the captain or the Thieves Guild?
Well, okay, It's not inside the city where the thieves go.
Correct. It has nothing to do with them.
But I do mention that I found some gold and silver. I mean, some copper and silver.
To the captain?
Yeah, to the captain.
And you do not mention the platinum?
I mean, the 3 platinum that was in it, yeah.
You can make a deception check.
But that's how many was in it after I took it. What the heck happened there? Okay, there we go. It's showing up there. Of course, my deception sucked. So yes, I mentioned the stuff that I found.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go over how she would sort of kind of lay into you at that point about like, now come on now, Doc, don't try to pull one over on me.
I know. The hard habits, you know.
But you would get that worked out. Can worry about the divvying of loot. She says you can worry about that once we get back to the Dirty Delight.
I hope I'm not spending that for you.
And yeah, so at this point, she would have mentioned. She wouldn't be able to introduce because he's not around at the moment. But she would have mentioned the fellow that you all are going to be meeting up with. Oh, did I close it? Of course I did. Yeah, so she would have mentioned. Where do we go here? Oh, where is he? There he is. Blah 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 blah. So she's like, all right. So there's this fella Gellin. He's a merchant, and when she says that, she kind of like, does like a little like side glance, and mentions that that she had done some work for him in the past, and he has been dying to thank her and her crew, which that's an old crew that she's no longer with, but that's irrelevant. To thank her for her service by going out on his party boat. And she is fairly certain that she can use the party boat excursion as a means to get to Hemlock and just get dropped off there. So that answers that question. You have a ride there, you don't have a ride back.
Okay, Captain, I understand our way there, and it's a very good idea. Once we find our crew, how are we getting off said island? Or said prison area?
Well, that is going to take some planning. We're going to need another boat, obviously. There's not really a whole lot. Like, there aren't any big cities or anything on Hemlock, but there's enough fishing villages. We'd probably be able to get some kind of a schooner or something at least to get away from the island. think we might be hoofing it a bit, trekking across the island chain and, you know, seeking passage where we can until we can get back to the light. I don't know. I don't really have a good plan for this. I need to get my son. That's really... And the rest of the crew, I mean, obviously, but the son is the most important. All I know is about getting there. I haven't really given much thought about getting back.
Okay, and with the plans, does it show a dock that they use to bring them in, you know, criminals in and out and stuff, or in, I should say?
It doesn't. It's kind of a peculiar map. Let me see if I have it up here. I do have a map. Okay, so the map you have, actually I can put you on the it's all like on one page, but it's 2 pages on here. But as far as, like, you know, your character's physical prop, it's just 1 page. I believe that's the correct one. So what you are looking at here is the ground floor. You can see whoop. You can see a couple of doors. That doesn't have a compass on the map. At least I'm not seeing one. Alright, then we'll say that's south. So on the so on the south side of the building there's a couple of doors. That's the main and apparent only entrance to the complex.
What the heck?
You're not really sure what is going on, but you do know that according to this map, those stairs go up, I believe. Yes, those stairs go up to what appears to be like a balcony catwalk going around that main room down there, and then there's a few rooms up top. So you're looking at, like, you know, the second floor, if you will. There's it's not marked on the map, but there are windows. Make a it's gonna be some kind of an intelligence check. Actually, what? I'll let you do the proficiency for. I'll let you do water vehicles. Intelligence water vehicles.
Damn.
Okay, you have no idea. Yeah, we could see if Fish Lips knows. Give her a roll. Nope, she has no idea either. What you can tell is that you don't think that this building was originally designed to be a prison. That it's converted from something else. That it appears to be like converted from like an old kind of home. That there should be windows, at least on like, if not the ground floor, maybe the first floor, the area you're currently looking at. So that's potential other ways inside. But you feel like the map is incomplete. Like there should be more based on what you saw in the first part of the map.
Yeah, because I mean, up here, we have.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. But over here on the top floor here, and here we had 3 big rooms.
Yep.
Those don't look like cells. So right now I'm not really seeing a cells area unless you're going to keep a bunch of people, 30, 40 people in a room.
Yeah, but you do know that these other doors are barred according to the key of the map. Or they're like portcullises. And that there is a trap door, in this region over here. There didn't appear to be a spot where it popped up on the other part of the map, so, logic would dictate that it goes down.
Okay. And if it didn't used to be a prison, and they converted it, there should be a quote-unquote back door or other entrance into this area. I mean, for safety reasons, just one entrance was. Get out windows.
But this portion of the map kind of perplexes you. You're not really sure what this is all about.
It looks like a pulley chain system of some sort. But not.
Indeed. But you have other options too, like you don't necessarily have to break into a prison. You could like break out, get like quote captured and break out. You could try, like, you could come up with all sorts of different ways of trying to pull off a prison break.
And that one I'm liking a little bit. A 2-prong assault may um, going there, sneaking in myself, and most likely getting caught, hiding some thieves' tools in a very uncomfortable area.
Your jail pocket.
And yeah, and then trying to get out that way while they're coming in the following day after I get caught, and then they could try to come in after that, and hopefully by that time I'm in there and we're able to come out. If not, they can come in and try to help.
Yeah. And
But-
who knows? When maybe once you get there, you might find other possible ways to get inside.
Oh, yeah, because if that trap door goes down and goes into a basement, maybe there is another way to get in. But that wouldn't make that much sense necessarily for the aspect of if they're using it for a prison. But of course, they could have that other area boarded up or something, or it could be that it was like an old speakeasy and they had a secret entrance in and out that not even the guards know.
Yes, anything is possible.
So with the picture, it don't show anywhere, it don't show these are not just like rocks, that's just ink. So that's not showing this is not water.
Right, it's just the background.
Yeah, it's the ink that somebody spilled on the map. So, how far in do we have to go to get to this prison? At first I was thinking it was right on the water.
Yeah. Might be, maybe not.
So when we go there on the party boat, I would like to buy a spyglass.
The spyglass?
A spyglass.
All right. Let's see. Adventuring gear. Uh-oh, my tabs. All right. Oh, you don't even have to roll. There's adventuring supplies everywhere. Spyglasses are expensive, though, I think.
Yes. Or 100 gold. I think. I could be way off.
I think that is correct, but let's check the quality. So you find one, it's not really in the best shape. Pretty beat up.
But you look through it and you can it still works, right?
It does. So, in the PHP, spyglass costs 1,000 gold.
1,000?
1,000 gold.
Never mind. Because even with trying to tell them how poor quality this is, trying to talk them down, there's no way I can go with that.
Alright.
Um.
Do you want to buy rations?
Oh yes, I would like to buy some rations. Like no thanks. And then rations, and I'm starting to point out a few things.
So rations are good quality.
While I'm doing, I'm pointing to kind of like some of that, was the spyglass in like a case?
It's likely that it is.
Okay. So do we want to roll a d20 to make sure? Or to say it is? I'm hoping it is.
The result is a maybe. So we'll say it's in a case, but the case is open.
You see, what I'm wanting to do is, whenever I'm getting him to get some more supplies for me, I'm wanting to sleight of hand the spyglass. I don't need the case from it, so I can leave the case up on the cage, on the thing.
Oh, you meant a case for the spyglass?
Yes.
No, I meant like a case, like a display case.
Oh.
So it's in the display case, but the display case is open.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to sleight of hand that bitch.
Roll it.
I stretch the truth for the sake of a good story. I never pass up a friendly wager. I'm trying to see if I could have gotten advantage in inspiration anytime. I take my skills as rogue very seriously. No, I mean, I do stretch the truth for the sake of a good story.
You got the bond and flaw, I think, with the treasure chest.
Okay, so I'm going to use that inspiration to get advantage on this. That's what I was hoping for. Good thing. 21.
He's not actively watching you, and nobody's passive is that high, so... Yeah, you pocket the poor quality spyglass. Alright there, laddie. Is there anything else you needed?
So I got the 2 weeks rations. Yes. I'm gonna need some rope.
Where did my spy... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna need some rope.
You can get all basic adventuring gear, no problem.
Yeah.
It's just like regular quality.
Yeah. And I'm just, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. So I'll spend... How much was it for the... I got 2 weeks of rations.
So 1 day is, what, 2 silver pieces, I think? I think that's what it said.
2 times 14, 28 silver, so plus up to 3 gold. And then...
It's 5 silver. It's 5 silver for 1 day.
5 silver for a day. Okay. So gold for 2 days. So 7 gold. And I'll spend another 3 gold worth of stuff. Getting this, that, and another. And then thanking him for his service and everything. And gather my supplies and bid him a good day.
All right. Are there any other preparations you wanted to make before, because the boat is due to dock tomorrow, and you are due to head out that afternoon rather. That's not really a lot of time. The boat is probably docked. The boat is probably back now, but you're leaving tomorrow in the afternoon. How about that?
Trying to think.
Do you need anything for Jabber?
Two weeks rations basically for us to share. I think we're good with that. I need to find, because bags of holding are common, right?
No,
Uncommon,
yeah, they're uncommon.
which isn't super expensive, right?
Not usually. I'd say typically like 300 gold. That's what it usually averages out to when making characters for David's game.
$160. Really use. Oh, I would like to try to find a magic shop just to see the price.
Okay, so there wasn't one in the immediate area, because I did roll it. But shouldn't be impossible to find. So I'd say they don't have streetwise. Give me a charisma check. Just a charisma check.
Yeah.
Yeah, no luck on the magic items. Actually, Jabber would be helping you, so you do find a stall that has a few mystical goods.
I almost overlooked you. You need to have a bigger sign, sir. So, question, giant sir, ma'am, do you happen to have a bag that can hold extra stuff? You know, one of those bags of, the stuff that, the holding ones. Or a knapsack or anything with that extra dimensional space. my backpack gets kind of heavy whenever I'm traveling, and I'd like it to take up a little bit less weight on me, make it easier for my travels.
So it's a younger, not young girl, but younger woman, kind of mousy, and she like kind of timidly looks back and is like, "Oh, yeah, I think I have just the thing that you're looking for, sir." And she pulls an unremarkable looking pouch with it's a darker brown, has a a an even darker brown like drawstring on it, and it kind of like, like those like those I guess kind of like a water balloon, sort of. Kind of like looks like there's like something like in it, like a form.
Yeah.
But she's like, yeah, something like this, sir.
Oh, yes, beautiful. Yes. That's exactly
Right. This is going to be 300 crowns.
300 crowns, man. I was hoping with someone as beautiful as you that I would be able to get it for a little bit cheaper. Let me see what I cut. Let's see.
I may be pretty, but I still need to eat, sir.
Oh, I totally understand. Totally understand.
You could try it, like, to persuade.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. My persuasion's not great, but yeah. $160 and an 80 gold piece gem. I'm still a little short. See, if I hadn't have bought my armor and everything else, and my second set of armor that I'm hoping to come back for. Yeah. No. I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, pass it this time. But for your time, here's 5 silver. Thank you, lady.
Oh, thank you, sir.
It'll make it so much easier to carry stuff. Alrighty,
If you don't need to make any other preparations, I think we can wrap this up here, and then when we pick up next time, we will be boarding the party boat and heading to the island of Hemlock.
Woo-hoo. I get to wear my fancy clothes again.
You
for the party boat.
You do, because it is a celebration. There is an actual event happening with you. Well, not you specifically, but more your captain and her crew being the guests of honor.
Cool, cool, cool.
So we will pick up with that next time. And until then, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to raid out. Not sure where we're going to raid out to. We'll figure out something.
Did you actually put a quote in there for Gel Pocket?
No, that's not a quote. That's just a hashtag.
Okay. That's funny.
But yeah, just figure hashtag jail pocket. But all
He'll
right.
be using it.
If he needs to, we'll figure that out. Figure that all out. All right. So yeah, again, thank you for joining us. Don't go away just yet. We're gonna raid, but yeah, we love you, and have a good night. Stay safe.
Yep. See you Sunday and Monday for our other games.
Yes, that's right. Don't forget to join us Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern for Dungeon of the Mad Mage, or D&D and me if that doesn't work out. And on Monday for Defenders of the Veil at 9 p.m. Eastern, or Star Wars, or D&D and me, if none of those things work out.
But let me tell you, I'm excited about Monday's game because I got my archetype and I'm ready.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Paige, but I'm not going to do it here. We're gonna raid out, but Lewis, you and I can chat.
Alrighty.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.